Does anyone really know what goes on in North Korea? Known to many as the Hermit Kingdom, North Korea has sealed itself off from the outside world and is very secretive when it comes to anything and everything that they do. How do they get their money? How are they able to fund such an impressive nuclear program? These questions, along with many more, are what led me to do more research into this mysterious regime. North Korea has always been on the hunt for new and innovative ways to bring money into their country. This is no small task, considering the amount of sanctions, blacklists, and pressure imposed on them from the outside world. Sometimes it seems that China is their only ally keeping them afloat. But there is just no way that trade with China alone can fund their research programs and missile building initiatives. So how else do they raise funding for their nuclear program? There have been numerous reports in the past about North Korea's counterfeit currency printing efforts, even once said to have the best quality $100 bill. They also seem to engage in the illegal drug trade, illegal weapon sales, and also sending their citizens abroad to participate in forced overseas labor. However, the most interesting of their money-raising techniques is cybercrime. The internet has given North Korea the ability to attack and target victims all over the world, with one report suggesting that the notorious ATP-38 group has conducted operations in at least 11 countries. The rise of cryptocurrency has proven to be even more attractive to North Korean hackers, given that it can circumvent the international financial system. One expert even estimates that North Korea has earned around $200 million through the legitimate mining and selling of cryptocurrencies. They have earned even more by hacking cryptocurrency exchanges around the world, which I will touch on a little later. Cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin and Monero are attractive to North Korea due to the anonymous nature of the currency. But contrary to popular belief, no cryptocurrency is truly 100% anonymous. Cryptocurrency transactions store identifying information in what is called the blockchain, which is a sort of ledger that is completely transparent and can be accessed by anyone. Since the blockchain stores identifying information about specific transactions, any transaction or exchange can eventually be traced to its original source. Thus, criminals must clean the cryptocurrency in order to clear this identifying information in hopes of turning it into quote-unquote clean money. So how does North Korea turn the stolen or dirty cryptocurrency into clean cryptocurrency? If you're familiar with the 3 steps of money laundering, 1. Placement, 2. Layering, and 3. Integration, then the methods used to launder cryptocurrency may sound familiar to you. If not, I will explain the steps in a little more detail. The first step, placement, involves placing illicitly acquired funds into the financial system, which in this case would be cryptocurrency exchanges. The next step, layering, is designed to make the money trail complicated and difficult to follow. To do this, criminals use Bitcoin mixers, or Bitcoin tumblers. Bitcoin mixers clean dirty cryptocurrency by splitting up the transaction into multiple smaller transactions, thus removing any identifying information and making it harder to link back together. Finally, the last step, integration, is where the now clean cryptocurrency can be used in any way the hacker desires. North Korea's favorite target as of late seems to be none other than their closest neighbor, South Korea. Since both countries share a common language and culture, it makes things 1,000 times easier for North Korea to try and hack businesses in South Korea. Do you remember the Sony hacking scandal that happened back in 2014? The way North Korea targets and attacks South Korean businesses and cryptocurrency exchanges is extremely similar to the Sony hack. They send emails loaded with malicious software, or malware, which, once opened, would infect the target computer. Once a computer was infected, valuable information was able to be stolen from it via traditional hacking methods. As I mentioned earlier, North Korean hackers target South Korean cryptocurrency exchanges by sending emails infected with malware to employees at these exchanges. The files are disguised as a Hangul word processor file, similar to Microsoft Word, and once opened, they infect their target. The malware then aims to steal emails and passwords of cryptocurrency accounts. These attacks are referred to as spear phishing due to the way they are conducted. Spear phishing refers to electronic communication or email scams aimed at a particular individual, organization, or business. The primary goal of spear phishing is to steal information such as login credentials, sensitive customer information, and so on. The emails are very specific and are often modified to target one particular individual. This is where the common Korean language comes in handy, as it makes things a little more believable for potential victims. A SiliconANGLE article quoted the police as stating that the hackers sent 10 emails to 25 workers, each at 4 different Bitcoin exchanges, disguising themselves as officials from South Korean public institutions such as the police, prosecution, Seoul City government, or Financial Security Institute. Hackers using the spear phishing method rely on establishing a sense of fear and legitimacy, which is why they choose to impersonate such high-ranking authorities. They use the specific name of the police or government office in order to scare the potential victim into providing vital information. Eventually, one person would bite the bait, and that's all it takes. Another way that North Korea obtains cryptocurrency is by locking the computers of their victims and demanding a payment via Bitcoin in order to remove said lock. These types of attacks are referred to as ransomware and are conducted more on a smaller scale, targeting the average Joe. Let's say you visit a website or download a file infected with malware that locks your computer. The hacker or creator of that piece of malware contacts you and demands you to pay a ransom, hence the name, in order to remove the lock so that you can use your computer once again. The ransom payment is often requested in the form of Bitcoin in order to try and disguise the funds. North Korea is very clever in the way that they conduct their attacks. They have conducted wide-scale, sophisticated attacks using very minimal technology, and have proven time and time again that email is one of the weakest links. Not all of their attacks are successful, however. One recent attack, conducted in May of 2019, targeted the South Korean exchange Upbit. The email phishing attack aimed to steal customer information by disguising itself as a Hangul word file. Sound familiar? However, the company must have received an anonymous tip or noticed something weird going on inside of their systems, as they issued a warning alert to all users the day before the attack. Due to this tip, the damage was avoided and there were no reports of any stolen information or malware being found. One report conducted by the UN Security Council claimed that between 2015 and 2018 alone, North Korea was able to steal around $670 million via cryptocurrency hacking worldwide, with around $570 million coming from hacks around Asia. These astonishing numbers prove that North Korea is not messing around. They are also taking advantage of somewhat lax security measures and insufficient KYC practices at cryptocurrency exchanges, due to how new and unregulated the industry currently is. Some suggested steps for improvement are employee training, or not clicking on suspect links, regulation in the cryptocurrency field, and improved KYC AML measures at exchanges. Until then, North Korea will try to steal as much as they can in order to fund their impressive nuclear regime. And who knows, you could even be next.